front-facing baby chick, 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 front-facing baby chick,
Hoping.
front-facing baby chick, 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 front-facing baby chick.
Smoke, 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 smoke.
Smoke.
Are you smoking yet?
I wish I was smoking right now, because goddamn, this is making me need a cigarette right now. But restart modem. Yeah, it's ripperoony right now. It is ripping and tearing, and it is never done. I'm just sitting here, yeah, I don't know why OBS is getting issues. I've seen some people have issues with OBS, but it's not like this. And then OBS finally decides, so, oh hey, I'm gonna restart. We're gonna reconnect normally, which is what it should have been doing. Seems back, reboot everything. So that's what I was doing. I was rebooting everything. Just to be on the safe side, I rebooted everything. I waited a long time for it too. So, hopefully we are back. Hopefully. Because, honestly, I just don't understand it. OBS started using Phil started using OBS. Detractors started having issues with OBS. Coincidence. Phil. It does look like Phil infected the OBS. And here we go. You need to start. No, I'm not giving anything. With whole crash out spill about the right way to go on his path. Oh, we're going to get into that. I was actually getting into that part before OBS decides to say, eh. I'll give this a shot. Let's see what happens so far. So, we're good so far. So far. One can be hopeful here.
He's acting like this, you know, and particularly this
Oh, wait, hang on. I forgot. I have to boost his audio because his audio is shit.
Last week and a half, 2 weeks, has been really bad, okay?
Yeah, been bad for you. Bad for me.
So I just see that, again, it's the right thing to do. If I had completely told you all of my business top to bottom, now that's oversharing.
Phil, you've done that before. You have done this before. Where you just sit there and you just talk about everything. You talk about what you did in your own personal life. You talked about what you did with Leanna. You talked about what you did with Kat. You talked about what you did with everything, dude. And yet, for some reason, now you're like, it's oversharing.
When you guys come to my streams, correct, you want to unplug. You're here to chill. You're here to have a good time. You're here to have a nice podcast and we have some conversation here about game news. Then you want to...
But that's the problem with it, though, Phil. That's the problem. You're sitting there hoping that you're doing all this shit, but then it just turns into drama. And Jared, you make a good point. He overshares everything and he self-reports himself, and yet when the detractors point out something that he said, immediately the first thing that comes to mind is, oh, well, my detractors are just taking what I said out of context.
See, we jump into a game during the gameplay session and you know, have a hangout session if it's a chill game, or a more intense session if it's a multiplayer game.
Multiplayer game,
But in general, you're not...
Bludge Band-Aider, and also Red, and also Green Lighter.
Not here.
And that's also true of Green Lighter. Phil will tell his fans the color and consistency of his shit, but has to drag out why he's sad. Yeah, like, he'll go into detail about everything else, but as soon as he says, hey, I'm feeling bad, I'm feeling depressed, I need monies, and I'm not going to talk about, I need your monies, though.
To get wrapped up in the sorrows and the
Sorrows? What? You mean sorrow, not sorrow. What is this, the Legend of Zorro?
problems of others. You have your own.
But, Phil, the problem with you dumb fuck, is that you take your own problems and you push it onto everybody else. Your money woes, you push it onto your audience. Tech issues, you push it onto everybody else. Things that are going on, what somebody said about you, you put it onto somebody else. You are overbearing your audience with problems. Oh, yeah, the Soros.
Head on, right directly to the forehead.
Slight blip. Yeah, George Soros. Yeah, slight blip here in a minute. I have no idea why OBS is giving me issues. I reboot everything to a T, and yet this happens. If OBS dips, you'll know why.
You don't want to come here and hear a sob story, and
But, Phil, you give people sob stories.
I get that. That is definitely something that, over the years, I have learned from and changed for the better. Just
Am I using the latest version? I have used. I don't think I downloaded the latest version, though. Usually the latest version of it doesn't cause any issues, but I think that might have been a terrible idea.
despite the fact that people on the internet act like everything is universal and can never be changed.
But yet you keep doing this constantly, Philip. Yeah, every day we get a sob story from Phil.
I'm sorry, I absolutely have done my best to change for the better and not turn this into the woe is me, feel bad for Phil stream.
But you have done that before, Phil. You've done it constantly. You just did it earlier in this stream by saying, oh, I'm dealing with things in my personal life, but I'm not going to tell you what's going on.
Okay?
Yeah, people act like every... Oh, god damn it. The snort came back.
Oh my god, look at this. So, it sucks because it's a tough line to dance on. You want
You can't dance.
to tell everyone what's going on, but you really shouldn't and can't.
Well, then again, though, Phil, if you not rely on your audience, but if you actually trust your audience and you hope that your audience won't do some shitty things to you, there's nothing wrong with, like, telling people your life if you're comfortable with explaining things that's happening in your life. There are vloggers out there that will actually go on, like, detail, talk about what they're going on in their personal life, if their wife is dealing with a medical issue. If they are comfortable talking about to their audience, then they are comfortable with talking that shit to their audience. You, on the other hand, will bring up X, Y, and Z, and then later on say, I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's like, you know what I'm reminded of? I'm reminded of BoJack. It's like, there's an episode of BoJack Horseman where he's like, hey, my mom died. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about my mom dying. And then all of a sudden, he'll just go up to Diane and it's like, hey, my mom died. Do you want to talk about it? No, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, my mom died. I don't want to talk about it. That's how Phil's acting right now. He's acting just like that. To a T. Oh yeah, true. He doesn't care about drama either.
But at the same time, if you don't mention anything, now
Yeah, don't mention anything, but you have mentioned everything.
definitely people are going to be upset with you if your behavior is different.
Uh-huh, but yeah, Phil, that's when people notice that something's going on with you and they ask you, hey, what's going on? Then you can be like, I'm dealing with some things right now where I'm working through it. Thank you for your concern. That's how you can just do that, drop it, and move on. Problem is, you don't do that. Instead, you constantly go with the, I don't want to talk about it.
Right?
Oh, living dead girl.
So, it is what it is. And that's the thing. People
It is what it is.
will always speculate about stuff, and they can't. I've heard everything this week. I've heard that Jasper Kitty was sick or injured. I've heard that my wife is getting divorcing me.
Oh, God.
Cope.
Oh, no, this shit. Oh, my God. What?
Jasper
Hell, Lev.
Kitty was sick or injured.
Because there are times where it's like, you kept saying, Jasper isn't Jasper puked a lot. Jasper pees a lot. Jasper, like, shat it a lot. Like, he does all this. He's not using the litter box. Like, you brought up that Jasper's dealing with issues, and yet you're like, huh, what the fuck's going on with Jasper? And then all of a sudden, hey, blood work, scam.
heard that my
I hate you. See my joystick? Brand new joystick, $300.
wife is getting divorcing.
Someone asked you if your wife was getting a divorce, and the way that you looked at it. Coke. It was a coke. You're like, my wife? Well, I'm not getting divorced. Where'd you hear that from?
Me, you know, taxes are bad this year. And they're
Well, then again, taxes are bad because you owe a lot on taxes, though. I think someone brought up a point that PayPal has added things to taxes, and you have to pay those.
gonna repossess
Supposedly.
my house, all kinds of dumb shit.
All of the other things that you're bringing up, though, no one really brought up. Oh, stuff's gonna get repoed. I don't think anyone's brought up the repo.
Of course, zero, reality to any of that. They're just morons making stuff up constantly like they always do.
But yet you're the one making shit about everything else, and yet you're saying that what we're doing, Phil. What we are doing is creating theories, hypotheses. If we're going to talk about it in a scientific field or a case study, we're doing hypotheses. We're making a hypothesis of what is going on. Is the hypothesis confirmed? Is the hypothesis fact? It is not fact. It is fucking, a hypothesis. It's a theory. That's all that is. If they're not divorced, it's probably marital issues, the way he's acting. Probably.
So, it's this simple.
Is
all
it?
right? There's stuff going on. You don't need to know about it, but it is affecting my content, and there's nothing.
Again, Phil, if you are so... Again, my mom died. You hear my mom died? You want to talk about it? I don't want to talk about it!
Phil, you make me angry, Phil.
You are essentially Bojack. Bogout Porkman.
I can do about that
I'm 100% sure the cat is either cheating on him or she has to swap batteries really often. Where's that horse coming from?
either, and
Oh, Cyrus.
I'm sorry for that. But I hope that you would understand. And
Yeah, exactly, Red. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, though. Is the opinion good or bad? Hey, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. But according to Phil, you are not entitled to your opinion if you're a detractor. But Phil's entitled to all of his opinions. You don't have to agree with it, even though it's a shit take.
hopefully you're still enjoying the content, despite the fact that it is being affected.
Stop it! Phil, just stop saying personal shit. It's affecting the content. Just stop saying this shit, Phil. If you want people to stop asking and to stop, prying into it and figuring out, creating theories of what the fuck is going on, stop talking about it. Yeah, you don't need to know about it. Let me keep bringing it up in a cryptic way. Yeah, it sounds vague.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm back, Aaron. Now, I do apologize to everybody else that's tuning in. I am keeping an eye on it as well. In case something happens, I will let y'all know. Speaking of horse, I'm Bojack the Horseman. Good show.
And then, and the thing is, of course, like they say, when it rains, it pours. It
Yeah, we know. We know what that means, Phil. No need to explain it.
can't just be one thing, then another thing has to happen, then some drama has to happen, then some
Drama that you created.
bullshit has to happen. That's the worst possible timing, and it's like,
Again, Phil, some of the drama that you're talking about, you created yourself, and you're deflecting and projecting it.
it all compounds. So not only do I have this shit going on in my life, but then I got to hear about, did you hear about this drama, that drama, this drama?
If it's drama and it's nothing to do with you, then fine, don't talk about it. But the problem is you want to weasel your way into the drama and make it about yourself.
I could give two fucks about it.
Then why talk about it?
I've got real shit going on.
Like what? Fucking what? The personal shit you don't want to talk about? I'm going to bring it up vaguely?
I don't have to worry about your internet bullshit.
And yet some of the internet bullshit has knocked on your front door, Phil. It's saying, hey, I'm the chicken that's come home to roost.
Really, it's just so stupid. Why the fuck would I care about all this nonsense you're bringing to my table?
Because some of the drama that's been brought up has been brought to your attention because you're involved.
When I have this
Yeah, Vincent Adult Man doing business.
immediate...
We better now. I watched a couple of videos back and checked back. This is for the Insomniacs. We are somewhat back, West Side, but I'm going to keep an eye on things. Also, hello.
heavy shit going on.
Heavy shit. You don't know what heavy shit really feels like, Phil. You really don't know what it's like to have everything on the weight of your shoulders and you feel like the world is crushing you and that the world is going to drag you down into the void. You don't know what heavy shit feels like.
You know?
But yet you'll proclaim that you do, pretending that you're an adult. But in reality, you're just a guy in a fucking skin suit, and every single time it melts, you go, honey, where's my skin suit?
But then again, I guess if you live in a fantasy world where you think everything is based around stuff on the internet 24/7, you actually think that that kind of stuff is more than trivial.
Again, you're the one that lives in your own bubble, and you go what everyone says about you, that it must be fact or fiction.
And when it's really not. So, anyway, with all this stuff going on, all right, what I'd like to do...
Quit talking about it, please.
...is get you guys caught up on everything, because I do feel like now we're lagging behind. Like
heavy shit work with the government.
Like today I woke up, and I was like, all right, let's get back into the rhythm of things. Wait, it's Wednesday?
Oh my God, Wednesday? I blacked out, didn't I?
It's freaking Wednesday?
I blacked out.
I feel like the week just started. I really do. Like
That's what you get for drinking a lot.
I feel like we just began. And like
we just began.
It's Wednesday. Holy shit. So stuff's been going crazy, right?
Fucking mustache is like, yeah, things have been crazy. Huh. Yeah, it's Wednesday, my dude. No. I remind you of that meme picture. It's like, this has been a rough week. Captain, it's Wednesday.
And in that regard, we do need to get back on track, because when everything is kind of derailed and going all over the place,
iPicks.
It's definitely hard to try to maintain the right course and not get confused. And you know me, I'm the kind of guy, I've got that mind. I like to plan everything. I want to have my schedule laid out, and this is exactly how we're doing stuff each day. And
maybe he might be drunk 24/7 and he just thinks that he's sober.
We're going to tackle this and tackle that. And I realize to some extent you can't always have everything pre-planned, right?
You could have things pre-planned if you know how to do it right. Problem is that you don't know how to pre-plan everything, and yet for some reason you think that you have a consistent schedule, but you can't even plan that right.
True. But
welcome back, Maffey. Happy birthday.
I'm the kind of guy that
likes to gout around,
have that kind of analytical mind, and I want to have
bullshit. Well, nope. Phil has an analytical mind. Survey says
have everything laid out. So we're going to talk about that today, because things have changed in the schedule a few times already. I want to talk about Monday's marathon.
I almost thought he was about to say, let's talk about money.
Because the 5 nights...
Didn't even attempt to plan the 5 Nights at Freddy's Gala. No, he did not. Instead, when he hit that goal, he's like, well, I guess I got to do this now.
The Freddy's event, I feel, went really, really well.
Yeah, because you made $1,280. Close to $1,300. Close.
Was eye-opening for many different reasons, in my opinion. And
yeah, the OVD. I think he does have OVD.
And I basically want...
Yeah, the vaginal option. Pussy.
Want to talk about the results of it and what's going to come of it, because some things might actually come of it, which is great.
Come of it?
So, let's see. Let's cover all this. Basically, we got to talk about everything, right?
Do you?
I'm going to tell you why we didn't do a podcast yesterday. You know, I want to just cover everything. So.
Yeah, cover why you didn't want to do a podcast. Let's cover that, shall we?
All right. So all that being said. Okay?
Yeah, we know what people say about that. Yeah, we know. Yeah, yep.
Hello, motherfucker.
Continue.
Let's start at the beginning, shall we? Let's kind of jump back in time a couple of days, and let's talk about everything going on.
We don't need to, but okay.
So that we can get caught up.
Retcon.
So let's fast forward back to Sunday.
Oh, great. Sunday?
Okay?
Jesus!
Because on Sunday, something really weird happened. Okay? We were at...
Yeah, you had a weird moment where you experienced an erection and you don't know where it came from. And it didn't come from your wife. It came from the money. Oh, wait. Never mind.
If you remember...
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, let's go back. Let's rewind that.
Time a couple of days, and let's talk about it, shall we? Let's kind of jump back in time a couple of days, and let's talk about everything going on so that we can get caught up.
They say all stories start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a man who thinks he has his whole life together. And he fast forwards in time.
So let's...
Back to Sunday.
Let's fast forward back to...
Fast forward back to Sunday. Phil, let's rewind back to Sunday. Are you fast forwarding to next Sunday?
To Sunday. Okay? Because on Sunday, something really weird happened. Okay? We were at...
Luda happened.
If you remember, 46 out of 50 goals hit.
We know, Phil. We know about your stupid goals.
And when we hit 50 goals, we were going to unlock the Five Nights at Freddy's Torture-thon.
Torture-thon. Stop saying torture-thon, please.
Whenever it may be.
My day is somewhat getting a little bit better.
I didn't think we were going
I didn't see it.
to be doing it Monday. I told you guys we weren't going to do it Tuesday because Smart Guys was scheduled for Tuesday night, so that if we didn't do it Monday, we would do it Wednesday, and that was fine. But I said, hey, there's always a weird chance that maybe there'll be a rallying of support.
No, Phil, you were demanding people to give you money for it. You were being highly demanding of it. And unlock it. Like, yeah, it's like a battle pass. It's like, yeah, let's unlock the battle pass and see what we get.
Out of nowhere, right? We would hit these goals. 4 goals in one day. And then
Iron Chef is gone. Where's the rallying? Oh, right. Oh, I see. Came right back in.
Boom.
Yeah, well, here's the gout pass.
We would do the marathon on Monday, which would work fine.
He wanted it on Monday. It's the same thing with the pizza party. He wanted it done on a certain day. It didn't happen. What did he do? He bitched and complained that it didn't happen on that day. And he took it out on his audience. Then comes right back as soon as he hits his money. He's like, well, guess we're doing it on this day now, I suppose. And then Sunday happens. 46. He wants it to be hit on Monday. I want this to be done on a Monday. Let's get this going, everybody. Let's get it on Monday. Bag, 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 bag. And he got what he wanted because he wouldn't shut up.
Ready for it, right? I said, we'll have food planned with my wife, and I'll get the games installed. We'll get it all done.
Food planned with your wife, a.k.a. DoorDash. And get the games ready.
And then
which he already owned Five Nights at Freddy's 1. He already owned the first one.
Out of nowhere on Sunday, there was this crazy...
this crazy rally of support, he's about to say. I only paused it because I got a little bit confused and concerned.
Rallying of support, okay? Which I was not expecting on the...
I wasn't expecting my entitled money that I self-entitled myself.
Suikoden stream, we...
Suikoden...
actually hit the goals. 2 Suikoden streams in a row. We've hit a fun day, or a
fun day goal.
Support goal, which is why.
Yeah, because you yelled at people to give me money. That's what you do. You said, give me money, give me money, give me money. Oh, nobody likes JRPGs. Well, if you don't give me money, JRPGs are gone forever. Money, money, money. Oh, thank you.
Because it's a JRPG, and the fact that we're getting support for a JRPG is crazy. But we are.
Because you yelled at your audience about JRPG overload.
Okay? And then on the late stream of Avowed, while we were open world...
It's funny that Phil is so much of an alien that him acting like a normal streamer sent us in a weird speculative gondola ride. Yeah, that's the weird thing about it. Like, Brosai and I, when he was doing his Tuesday stream, and Phil was, like, just sitting there the way that he was, like, it was unsettling. It was very not nerve-wracking, but it was, like, puzzling. It was like it's like a shift in the case study. Where it was like, okay, he's going to be begging again. He's going to be doing this. Wait, hold on. Hey, hey. What are you doing? Are you doing what? Hey, what are you doing over there? And it's like, what the hell is this? And so I sat there watching his night stream. I watched his night stream and it was boring. But for some reason, I couldn't walk away from it. Like most people, when they see boring content or they see something that's incredibly boring, they move on to something else. But I couldn't with this one, though. I just sat there. He was playing Kiosk, that one indie game that people told him about. And he was just sitting there. He was talking about music. He was actually trying to learn the game. And it's like, who the fuck murdered Phil Burnell and did this? Like, granted, he did have the same Burnell mannerisms, which is having his chat hold his hand, not confused about why the game does X, Y, and Z. But there was no begging. And he was actually, like, doing the things that most streamers do, which is someone asked him a question. Hey, do you like Limp Bizkit? No, Limp Bizkit sucks. And he was actually talking about Limp Bizkit and how bad they were. And then he starts singing Crawling by Linkin Park, which, yeah, Chester was rolling in his grave. And granted, I'll say this, though. At least it sounds better than the female vocalist that they got. But that's just being, I don't know, a bit of a dick. But anyways, good God, no, thanks for the 5. He is on some Fisher Price, my first attempt to rise from the ashes stuff right now. This could have been fascinating, or this could become fascinating. It could become fascinating, but the problem is that Phil finds a way to keep it, off, so that way he can't get redeemed. He pignatized me. No. He didn't pignatize me. I just sat there with, like, pure fascination. I was like, there's something going on. I was talking with other people, too, and they're like, yeah, something's going on. Something's going on with this. And one of the points that someone made was that he's got to be doing an experiment. He's got to be experimenting what it would be like to not beg and just to do the things that people have actually yelled at him for. Like an experiment. And then this stream happens. And all I got to say is that person nailed it right on the head. I remember you two were making a joke. Imagine your wife being replaced by a skinwalker, but you like this one better. And it's like, I have to take her back. Felt that way for Dave. It was kind of odd.
Roaming
the only real torture was when Brand Dude reacted to it almost for 8 hours. Big ups for his patience. Are you talking about the Five Nights at Freddy's marathon? I'm surprised that people actually reacted to it and covered it. I bigged them up.
the final areas of the first map and just having a good time chilling and exploring and questing.
Uh-huh. It wasn't an experiment. That was some bullshit Phil came up to cover his ass. That's the thing, though. It was an experiment. I say experiment with biggest of air quotes.
Boo! Explosion of support. Now, there was all this confusion because
No, there was Confusion Tuesday.
it was these accounts who no one really knew. Ken,
Yeah, that was a sock account.
what was the other one? There was 2 accounts, and they were both.
One of them was Mike Dutch.
Oh,
But that was for the Five Nights at Freddy's marathon.
sanitary.
Which, according to what we heard, they're actually a crypto channel.
Yeah, right? These 2 accounts just start dropping big contributions out of nowhere, and everyone's like, this is really suspect because in the last week,
No, you were saying that it was suspect, and because you said it, the chat was agreeing with you.
in multiple nights,
That was another one, too, where he's like, we don't trust these. These aren't real memberships. I'm not going to count them. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to count them. That was another thing I remember, too, where he was just sitting there not counting the memberships, but then he had a video that he played or made, which was the trolls self-felted themselves because of the fake memberships. I do believe he planned the no bag stream, just not sure his end game. That was one thing. I was very confused about it.
where there were fake
Oh, government does.
contributions. And what I
National.
mean by saying fake, I mean
Oh, the LARPers agreed with you? Ah, yes.
people using a stupid VPN to change their IP address to make it look like they're in another country and buy a bunch of memberships for pennies.
But yet, for some reason, again, going back to that one video that you made when that fake Iron Chef Sakai came in and gave you memberships, you sat there proud saying that, oh yeah, I made $40. So they just spent $40 and gave it to me. Ha ha ha. You know, ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
I just took your $40. But no. It wasn't 40. It was about 6.
So throwing 50 to 100 memberships at the channel at a time, and I'm making 2 cents on it. So really,
Again, that's you. That's when you let money speak to you. Because money talks with you.
they don't
Remember, it's not a cult. This is never a cult.
Front-facing baby chick.
have any value, right?
Well, you have no value.
So when we're trying to count, are these real contributions or not? You get suspect when there's people you never really seen. These aren't regulars. These are people.
Most people, when they receive member bombs, it doesn't matter if it's 10, 5, 50, 20, does not fucking matter. Most people will be like, holy shit, I just got memberships. Holy shit, I heavily appreciate it. They're not thinking, wow, these are fake. These are fake member bombs. I can't count these because they're fake. Fuck no. They're just like, damn, I did not expect this.
People I've never heard of before.
These aren't confirmed paid cucks. Who are you?
But they're showing up
Yeah, they're not confirmed.
and they just start contributing and they're gifting memberships and super chatting. It's going crazy,
Oh,
right?
they're going crazy.
So after much skepticism,
Skepticism, not skepticism.
we did count all those contributions on Sunday, and
Because you kept saying, yeah, they proved that they're real. Okay, count it.
boom, we hit all of our goals and unlocked the Five Nights at Freddy's Torture-thon on Monday.
No, I think at that particular point, you're like, wait, if I say that these count, I'm going to be able to do the goal.
Okay? And so, on
Just giving some credit, but not too much.
Monday, It was a crazy day. First of all, one of the longest marathons I've ever done. I was here from 11 in the morning till past 9 at night.
Phil, what about your birthday stream? What about your Indies marathon? You were there for quite a long time, too.
So almost like, 10, 11 straight hours of streaming with very few breaks in between.
Again, going back to fucking the Indies marathon, going back to the birthday streams where you sat there for a long period of time.
It was pretty
And also the Super Bowl event.
crazy.
And your DSP, where you sat there for a long period of time.
In my opinion.
Unlocked like his stream is a video game. Yeah, we unlocked it.
It was pretty crazy that I played so many.
5 games. 5 games is not that many. I've seen people that actually do streams and they play more than 5. They play 10 games. There are people that go on for 24 hours with barely any breaks, and yet they're doing things for a charity.
Five Nights at Freddy's games in one sitting. Normally, I wouldn't do something like that. So
yeah, 5 games in one sitting, a.k.a. rage quit, rage quit, rage quit, rage quit, and rage quit.
that was really kind of an unprecedented thing. 5 different games.
5, but they're all the same game. It's 5 Nights at Freddy's. 5.
Back to back to back. It was the first time.
Yeah, 5 games,
Front-facing
30
baby
minutes
chick.
each. Him sitting there, getting more money, getting drunk off of shots. He spent more time eating the fucking food than playing the games. Just fucking saying. That's just a sad thing.
Cope.
It's a sad little cope. Good God, that thing's sort of 5. Allow me to explain my limited understanding of crowd psychology and cult tactics to you. This will prove that I don't view you as victims. Yeah, you're right. I view you as wallets.
Time I ever gave them a serious look.
According to Phil, y'all are wallets.
Because previously I just played them casually or saw people play them.
Hold on. No.
Them a serious look.
No.
Different games. Back to back to back. It was the first time I ever gave them a serious look. Because previously I just.
Please don't remind me about his birthday week, because him and I share the same birthday month. Yep, he went to the bathroom so many times. That's also true. He's like, I didn't take that many breaks. How many times did you go to the bathroom then, Philip?
Played them casually or saw people play them.
Also, no, you did not play these games casually. You played 2 of the games. I think it was Sister Location in the first game. The first game, you made a video afterwards saying, don't play Five Nights at Freddy's. This game sucks. Y'all believe the hype, and y'all are stupid for believing the hype. This game sucks. Don't play the game, without giving any shred of fucking criticism to why the game sucked. He did that. He made that video about it, and it's terrible. But Pyromegadeth made a good critical video about it.
In this case, finally, me focusing on them and trying them out.
You didn't really try it, Phil.
And giving
Honestly, he didn't really try. Instead, he just sat there pretending to try. Him looking at chat, leaning at chat. Oh, I got money.
them a fair
I'll shout it out later.
shake.
At 5 Nights at Phillies. 5 nights at... Yeah, 5 bags at Phillies. 5 bags in Britain.
Right? Was something
Yeah, Matt Pat, Markiplier, PewDiePie, they were the ones that actually played Five Nights at Freddy's and quote-unquote made them popular.
that was unique and different. And there goes my camera.
Yay! There we go. The tech issues have started on his end.
Unique and different and interesting.
Yeah, unique, different, and interesting. Okay, Phil, we didn't need to see this.
Yeah, I'm still having problems with these cameras, and I don't know what to do about it.
Break them.
So I plugged both cameras into the motherboard. They're still
And that's the problem.
turning off. It doesn't matter if I plug them into the USB hubs or the motherboard or the front ports. They still turn off.
And that's a problem.
There doesn't seem to be a way around it. I just,
Phil is jealous of the beggar on the street getting money. He thinks he should. Yeah, he should get. He thinks that he should get any people's monies. Doesn't matter what it is
I've tried.
or whose it is.
I updated, like I told you guys yesterday, I updated the firmware for them. I opened up the app. Oh, their firmware update. There's no firmware update. I did it yesterday.
Sure you did. Sometimes the updates that you do on it, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're meh.
But it claims there still is, meaning the firmware for the cameras doesn't even save. It's all screwed up. It's all kinds of screwed up. Okay?
Yeah, this is coming from the guy that knows tech.
Let me see if I can get this camera working again. Hold on.
Yep. Shit. What video am I reacting to? This was his stream that he did at the beginning, like his day stream yesterday, essentially. How he's going to sit there and be like, well, I did all this, and this, and this, and this, and this. What up, Crust? And Gary. Yeah, this angle is not a good angle. Like, this is just a really pathetic angle.
So I hate to say it, despite the best intentions of that person who 2 days ago wrote me that email trying
Oh,
to
his facial hair is really fucking weird. Like, I hate it.
help me.
Yeah, I used to build PCs, you guys.
At this point, I do actually believe that it's my motherboard that's the problem.
They do some firmware updates, sometimes back-to-back, 2 days in a row. Yeah, sometimes they do.
I do. I think my motherboard is just a piece of garbage and just turns the things off randomly for no good reason. Like, you know, no rhyme or reason. It shouldn't, but it is doing that because...
Or it could be overloading, and they're finding out what's causing the overload, so it might be your camera.
It sucks. I don't know what else to say. I just think...
Oh, he doesn't know.
I don't know. The motherboard is trash. And I think we're going to keep dealing with this. And there's
How can you possibly conclude that?
I don't know. Going to be entire weeks where things work fine with no issue whatsoever. And then there's actually going to be times when nothing will work and the cameras will turn off. And I just got to deal with it. Because I'm not buying a whole new PC. I don't have the ability to replace the motherboard myself.
Phil, you just made $1,280. You just made that much money. You can buy a new one.
There's really nowhere reliable around here to do it. There's one local PC shop around here.
PC shop?
There's really nowhere reliable around here to do it. There's one local PC shop.
PC shop? PC shop, Phil. PC shop. PC.
Around here. And I don't think that they're going to do it in any kind of a timely manner and not rip me off.
Yeah, why does he just do this? Like, take the time off. Like, on his day off, go to the repair shop and be like, hey, this computer has been acting weird for me. I kept trying to plug in cameras, but it's not working. The cameras don't work. I think the motherboard might be a problem. They'll do an analysis. They will actually look into it and see what's going on with it, and they'll give you, like, an analysis of it. Be like, yeah, this is fried.
So...
yeah, or clean the damn thing.
I guess I just got to kind of put up with it for now. No rhyme or reason for
Put up with it for now.
it. And by the way, it's not always the same camera. Sometimes it's this camera. Sometimes it's this camera.
You really had to do this?
Sometimes
Yeah, why not ask the companies? Yeah, why not ask?
it's both cameras.
Both.
So obviously the camera's not over.
The detractors at the Micro Center will hack his hard drive and insert compromising pictures. Phil's that paranoid.
Overheating. I just turned my setup on. So
Your sit-up on? You can't even do a sit-up.
how could it be that the camera overheated? It's not that. It's the motherboard's trash.
And again, you're the kind of person that will buy a brand new PC or just buy anything without researching a damn thing on it.
Well, whatever. At least it's a quick reset. Hopefully it doesn't keep turning off during the show today. I switched ports. I went from the motherboard
You sure about that?
direct port back to the front USB port. I used it like this for ages and it wasn't having much issue, so hopefully it'll keep working today. I don't know.
Why is that wide-eyed look so often? I have no idea. I think it's just because why not?
All right, anyway.
Like, the wide-eyed look, it's to be like, hey, this is how serious I am, you guys. Bug-eyed wide stare.
So back on track.
Do Best Buys repair PCs? They do. Micro Centers repair PCs, like Best Buy does. Geek Squad.
With the Five Nights at Freddy's Marathon. Previously, I had...
It's a gifted PC. Not the one that he's using. The one that he plugged in the cameras, not the gaming PC. That was the one that he proclaimed was donated, which later on he let a Freudian slip and he bought it. It's the one that he's using to record the gaming PC. His streaming PC.
never really given
What's up, Lucky Limes?
a lot of time to these games, and this is a unique opportunity for me to actually try these out in a row and to see the evolution of the series and how it had adjusted and changed over time, but also to give it a fair shake because I had never had. You know, similar to Minecraft back in the day that I just crapped on it constantly.
No, you didn't even give it a fair shake. You played the first game, got mad. You're like, this game sucks. Don't play the game.
Okay.
You did this back in, I believe, 2017.
Now, obviously, I want you to watch the video.
No.
I played all day. I mean, it's a good, like, 7-8 hours of gameplay
No.
plus vlogging and stuff that I did about it.
No.
And there
Your motherboard just needs a good cleaning drop in the bathtub when plugged in. Good old toaster bath.
There's a final video that I did at the end where not only did I give my final thoughts, but people started hitting me with
Yeah, you can't go to a PC shop because the detractors will ruin him.
so many contributions. I got like shit-faced drunk at the end, but then I turned the stream off,
Front-facing
luckily,
baby
because
chick.
man, I was sloppy
Oh no, it's the Figa Live. The apocalypse may be truly ahead. Shit, I don't have any limes.
drunk.
I
Okay,
appreciate the good. I appreciate it. Good God, no, I appreciate it.
okay. But in a nutshell, let me summarize.
And then, oh no, he said nutshell. Oh boy.
Personally, I really like nuts. Five Nights at Freddy's is not bad.
Uh-huh.
Okay. In fact, if you look at the first 5 games, they're all
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Ah, damn it, I don't have a nut button.
Why are you doing this to me?
I don't have a nut button.
Come.
One moment, please. Stand by. We are on standby again. If Pop showed up right now, the world would be destroyed. Oh, it definitely would. Yeah, sufficient. That ain't my fault. I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct. I'm factually fucking based. And that is also true. He didn't play the games. He stared at his chat the majority of the time.
cheap. I think the most
He didn't even get close to beating the game. Who the hell cares what he says? Which is true. All 5 games.
expensive one is $8, right? They're just a few bucks each. They're not meant to be giant AAA overblown game experiences. They're meant to be little short jumps.
No, Phil. You complained that the games were just trying to, like, do the meme trends. They're trying to be viral. All the popular YouTubers played them.
Scare simulators. Each one has a little bit of a different spin. If you want my
Phil, they're basically the same type of games.
honest opinion, I actually think that the first one is the best.
Eh.
And then each one after tries to do a unique spin or take, but I think the first one kind of did it the best.
Phil, what you fail to understand... What you fail to understand about Five Nights at Freddy's is that most of those games were done within the span of a year. I think it was the first 3 to 4 games, I believe, that were done in the span of 2014 to 2015. Oh, Cuddy, yep, moves.
And laid the groundwork, while the
Laid the groundwork.
ones after it, hit or miss. Like 2, I think, got too complicated. 3 is
Even though Brand Dude said that the second one was the easiest.
just bad.
Then again, I'm hearing a lot of things when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm hearing the second one is easy. I'm hearing the third one is easy. Not sure. I never played them. Except for Into the Pit.
It really is. Like 3 is just stupidly bad the way that
Stupidly bad.
they laid it out with only one killer, and it's just really stupid. 4 doesn't even feel like Five Nights at Freddy's.
I know that second one. I know that when the games go on, like sometimes the sequels might be better or worse. It depends.
Because the way they laid it out, you're in a bedroom, right? But it has this unique audio factor to it that I actually liked a lot. Having the headphones on and hearing the audio cues was actually really well done.
No, you complained about that, Phil. You said that you couldn't hear anything. She admitted that the game sucked. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, they do tell a good story. Like, this game does not tell me a good story. This stream does not tell me a good story. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. I'm waiting patiently. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. Yeah. They say the third one is most praised for its story. That's what I've heard. Yeah, I'm back somehow. Somehow. But for how long, I don't know. Not chat, OBS is derailing me. One moment. Stand by. I'm giving my full judgments when it comes to this. Full judgments when it comes to this. Because for some unknown reasons, OBS really hates me today. Hold on. Let me try this. Refresh. That's pretty much what I'm doing, is refreshing the damn things. I'll try refreshing and see what happens. Okay, so refreshing works. Hit withholders. They're sus today. Let me just... Hold on. Let me scream at everybody. Refresh! Refresh the streams!
And then 5 is a crazy lore fest where the game is building this world and all this lore and excitement. You're like, wow, this is interesting. It's like they're taking it seriously now.
Who cares?
So overalls, even though I thought I was going to go into it and absolutely hate everything, I thought it was actually a really great marathon.
Because you made $1,280, close to $1,300.
I did. I went into it with this one
Uh-huh. One expectations, huh? One expectation? Money? Needs a second line. I need a second something. I need alcohol right now. For the amount of bullshit that OBS has put me through. OBS is putting me through some shit today. Or I just need to yell at my internet company, because apparently I called them before, and those dumbasses went, it could be your weather. They say this when it was on a motherfucking clear day. No wind, no nada. Blamed it on the weather.
I came out the other end kind of with a knowledge of the games, and in a nutshell, here's my feeling about Five Nights at Freddy's. It is a unique series that has merit. It is insanely overblown, overhyped, and overpopular. It doesn't really need...
I don't really think people are that caring of Five Nights at Freddy's anymore. Like, I get it. It's still around, and it still has a fan base, but I don't think anyone's, like, really giving a shit about Five Nights at Freddy's anymore.
To be as talked about and as popular as it is.
I might need to change it for real.
But internet content creators decided to try to blow this game up for personal gain and succeeded with it.
Or they could just play the game and find it entertaining, or better yet, they were entertaining.
What?
Twilight, thanks for the 9 months. I appreciate it. It's a boy.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's like Mungus. That's another fad that like passed on through. Doesn't matter what new games that you try to do with it, or what new updates you do with it, or a show that you'll do with it. The fad is done.
That needs tons of time to be focused on in the Five Nights at Freddy's series. It's not even meant to be like that.
But yet you're getting upset.
But then content creators made
our government does. You're absolutely right.
Made it like that.
Does he not unironically not understand that the game isn't only the only draw? No, he doesn't get it.
So what did they do?
If he was going to stream old games, he should have learned the lore of the games and not based on how good a game is and how much he made during that stream. Or better yet, he could have just done a Mario marathon. You know, because the day that he streamed Five Nights at Freddy's, the first 5 games, that was during Mario Day. And his excuse was, oh, there's no new Mario games. What's the point?
They started changing the series to cater to the content creators to keep that popularity rolling.
Not necessarily the case. It wasn't really trying to cater to internet content creators. More than likely, Five Nights at Freddy's was trying to cater to children. In one way or another.
And so by the time you play 5, you're like, wow, 5 actually is a much better designed game with better lore, but is this really what it was intended to be?
You don't fucking know, because you don't like the games. You only like the money you got from the games.
Probably not. Do you really think the creator thought that this is what the series would be? This is probably just a hobby or a side thing for a few bucks.
Yeah, why he say it as if Matt, Pat, and others still make videos on FNAF. That's what he's doing. He thinks that people still make video game content or just videos about it.
And a few people would play it, and then internet creators, streamers, and lore streamers decided to blow it out of context and blow it out of proportion.
But yet you're the one that's blowing this whole shit out of proportion when it comes to people made money from this and they're trying to profit off of Five Nights at Freddy's.
But after
Yeah, he should have done Mario games. He should have just played like the old school Mario games. But Phil's excuse was nobody cares about Mario, nobody cares about retro games, and that there are no new Mario games. And again, this is the guy that proclaimed himself to be the king of retro.
having played all 5 games, I actually don't.
Even though there's more than just those 5 games. There's the VR games. There's Into the Pit.
The creator of the game at all for what happened.
Oh, he milks all the games.
I don't think that it's
Well, when the game doesn't make him money, he gets rid of it.
what's his name, Scott. I don't think it's
I think his name's Scott Calhoun.
his issue. I don't think he intended that.
Yeah, apparently Five Nights at Freddy's has lore. As
Front-facing
brand
baby
dude.
chick.
Good God, nothing sort of 5. So as long as a lifetime chronic insomnia, I just have to ask if this is going to be a 2-hour nightmare stream or an 18-hour. Probably not 3 hour, probably a 4 hour, give or take, of what is going to happen. Actually, most of the fandom are still making theories on the lore of the new games that are coming out this year's fandom. The fandom is still alive and kicking. Huh.
I don't think he's even part of it. It just kind of happened around him, and
Yeah, did they make another one
What?
too, Help Wanted? Which Help Wanted was essentially the VR game, and then another one that came out too.
he just
Gotham. Well, I'm sorry. I don't know the guy's name. Sorry. Also, Cap Dave today. Thanks for the 1 month. I appreciate it.
rode the wave. And I can't blame him for that at all.
He's about to come out of retirement to roast Phil.
Really. Like, I actually think that after having played all of them, I enjoyed
You didn't.
myself. And I've said I would consider going back and playing 1 again.
No, you wouldn't.
I would consider going back and probably playing 5 again.
You're going black?
Consider going back and playing 1 again. I would consider going back and probably
I thought he said going black.
playing 5 again. Those
Cawthorn.
2 were the ones, like the originator and the one that had a lot of
The Scott of Catan.
lore and was building.
You don't even know what the lore is building because you don't give a shit about the fucking lore. You don't care about the lore, Phil. I don't get a chance to watch that video that Duty dropped, but what's going on between Phil and PvP? Are they beefing? TLDR?
And she's a big fucking bitch.
Those 2 are probably the most
There is I think it's called Help Wanted. I think that's the VR title.
interesting to me that I would consider
Welcome back, Nugs.
going back and playing again. And then people had actually said, well, would you go back and play more? Because they had more games after that. That's a maybe. Like, I would like to go back
No, that's a no, because some of those games are VR and you won't play them.
and maybe beat 1
Hello, Cage.
and then maybe play through 5.
Different.
And then after that, make that determination. Would I want to go play, what was it? Control breach or security breach? Security breach, right? So would I want to play that? It's a maybe, you know?
He's not going to play it.
So, I was actually blown away, quite frankly. I came out of that marathon feeling completely different than how I thought I would. But, you know, again, it seems like history's repeating itself, because isn't that exactly what happened with Minecraft back in the day?
No, it's not.
Where I crapped on it.
And then you kept saying that people, yeah, you kept doing all this shit though, Phil, but then you played it, you got money out of it, and you're like, this game's really good. So, you know what, Phil? You might be right. You might be right about history repeating itself. You hate on the games that you hate, like Five Nights at Freddy's and Minecraft, because they're virally popular. You don't like it because everyone else was making money was more entertaining about it than you are when any game you play. Then you decide to play it, you make money off of it, and you go, this game ain't so bad after all.
But then when I actually gave
The FNAF has so much lore, you'll drown it. Yeah, you'll drown in it. Only do you have the game. You have the puzzle books and the official books, along with the movie to play with, and learning more about what's going on. Well, I don't know about that at all.
it a fair shot,
Yeah, where's the FNAF Papa Vera analog?
I
Papa Vera, no!
walked out of there saying, whoa, this actually wasn't half bad. This
Wow, look at all the money made.
was actually pretty good. And then I ended up doing a giant series of content on Minecraft that was really popular and everyone liked it. So,
No one really cared for it, Phil. And you scammed people out of a fucking Minecraft server.
who knows? Maybe that will happen again with Five Nights at Freddy's. Maybe I'll play 1 and 5 again and beat them and like them. And
You don't like them, Phil.
people will ask me to play future ones or the ones I missed and the new ones, and maybe I'll end up making content on them, right? I don't know. But to be
I'm gonna milk Five Nights at Freddy's.
honest, do I really think that there needs to be a movie? No.
Why not? I mean, Phil, why the fuck not? It got Shaggy in it, dude.
I can't imagine what the movie's about or why there's a movie.
Why? Because if something is popular, they'll make a movie out of it. There will be an adaptation. They'll buy the rights to make a movie out of it. For God's sakes, Phil, they did it with Detective Pikachu. They did it with Mario. They did it with fucking Sonic. And they did it with Prince of fucking Persia with Jake Gyllenhaal as the quote-unquote Prince of Persia.
It just seems really silly to me that there is one.
And there's Angry Birds movies. Thank you, Stray Fox. Yeah, 2 Angry Birds movies. And that was based off of the mobile game. Yeah, why is there a movie about that, huh? Yeah, Willy's Wonderland.
Jasper Kitty in the house, by the way. Everyone say hello to Jasper Kitty. Ready for the
Oh, yeah, now there's Minecraft. We don't talk about that one, please.
Jasper Cam.
And it has, what's his name? Jason Momoa in it, too. But it has Jack Black as Steve. It's like, I'm Steve.
Jasper Cam.
I doubt that FNAF won't compare it to Willy's Wonderland. But it's based off of it or inspired by.
Here we go. I like having this camera so you can see him up close better. Jasper, look up here.
We can't
look over
see
here.
him, Phil. We see his tail, though.
You won't look over there.
I mean, he did look at it, but it wasn't interesting.
Okay. There you go. Falcule says, I'm close to correct. It blew up.
Phil's mindset, if I dislike it, everybody dislikes it. Uh-huh. Just like how he loves JRPGs, but somehow nobody likes JRPGs.
Way beyond any kind of expectations. The lore was developed later, and the developer incorporated fan theories into the lore. There you go.
The only one I've seen was the first Angry Birds movie, and it had Peter Dinklage going, no.
Well, see, I'm glad to understand it now, finally. Because ignorance, some people say ignorance is bliss. For me, ignorance is just like, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm stupid because I formulate these opinions based on half-truths and bullshit, and then when I finally look into stuff...
So you're admitting that it's all bullshit that you're saying, then. And yet you call your truth, your bullshit truth. So now you're believing that your bullshit is actual bullshit.
See the truth of it, I'm like, oh, it's not nearly as bad as I thought.
Uh-huh, but you're still an ignorant fool.
You know, it's happened with Minecraft, and it happened with Five Nights, and probably this will happen with other games and franchises in the future as well. You know, much like how everyone on the internet hates me because of the stuff that everyone says, misconceptions and nonsense.
What? What?
You what?
What's a misconception, Phil? What's a fucking misconceived notion? What's bullshit about you, Phil? Like what?
And then when they actually come...
Like what? That you lied that your parents were dying so people gave you money so you can go get married? Or the time that you lied about saying, hey, give me money or else I'm going to jail for not paying my taxes? Or I'm going to go homeless if I don't pay my mortgage? Or give me $1,000 so I can give you positive news? You got $2,000 and, oh, hey, look at my kitty.
Fucked. Come to my streams and they check them out. They're like, oh.
He turned this back around on his own popularity. Uh-huh.
Oh, it's not nearly as
Yeah, so why did we got Mario or Sonic movie then, Phil? Yeah, why did we? Honestly, I'm not going to lie. The Sonic movies are really good. Especially the third one.
bad as everyone makes it out to be. It's actually pretty good content, and I like it, and I'll hang out with Phil.
Save the pig. No, I don't want to hang out with you. Hey, you want to go hang out with Phil? Hey, what's this meat grind do? I'm going to put my dick in it.
You know. Yeah. Anyway. So there you go. So I really liked the marathon. Now, let's talk about the other half of the marathon, which was the support. Okay?
Oh, yes, the support. The money. Good God, no, thanks for the 5. And there you have it. When he starts circling around this bullshit narrative, it always returns to poor me. Yeah, poor me. Poor Filbert.
So, ladies and gentlemen, outside of like
I'd rather chew my own arm off.
way back in
Yeah, just a casual about $1,300. Yeah, just casually. Yeah, it's just nothing to me. I wipe my ass with 12,000
the day,
or 1,200. I wipe my ass with it. If you're Philip.
we're talking many years ago, and
What? Aussie, thanks for the 14 months. I appreciate it.
times when they were going really badly. all right? And I wasn't doing well financially.
As long as Phil stays away from Monster Hunter Wilds, the Monster Hunter community will be happy. But he tried playing the beta, and nobody liked it. According to Phil, nobody liked it.
And basically, essentially, hold on, I'm getting distracted by Jasper and losing my train of thought. But
Kick him out then.
besides
I would rather face my own phobia than spend 5 minutes with Phil.
the days back in the day,
Damn.
when things were going bad for me and I would do like a marathon, oh, I have $1,000 goal and I really need your help to pay my bills and stuff like that.
You've done this!
Those days are in the past.
So what? You could say that they're in the past. It's still a part of your history. You still did it.
All right, I'm embarrassed that I used to do that kind of stuff. Back
No, you're not.
then, I used to have some bank.
Just hop in and say, hey, hope everyone's having an amazing week and you matter. Everybody matters, including you, fellow tractor. Your life matters.
On a stream. Like, I had streams where people would give $2,000 tips, okay, which is insane. To even think that in the modern day, that's never going to happen again.
Phil, didn't you get $2,000 or $1,000 from Jax Raxer during Street Fighter 6? That was
Right.
2 years ago.
But Monday's stream,
And you got like $1,000 some odd dollars before as Christmas gifts.
basically, here's what
Supposedly.
happened, okay? The first half of the
Yeah, you're meaningful. You're breathtaking.
stream, we had people coming by and supporting, and we had a good amount.
Yeah, but that's another good point. You make this. You make a good point at this, LKH. He still sets up the goal. Say, hey, give me $150. We'll hit the goal. Most marathons, you don't have that on there. It's like, hey, this is a celebration. We don't care. We're having a good time. But no, according to Phil, give me money so we'll hit the goal.
Support. We did. It was probably like $500-600 in the first half of the stream, and then
And then you scammed people out of shots.
it died out and froze. And I was like, well, it is what it is. If we don't get anything else by the end of the stream, it's still a good stream.
And you still demanded people to give you money, even though you hit $600. You were just still sitting there bitching and complaining to get money.
not upset.
Hanging with Phil, I have a better chance having a one-night stand with my coworker's sister-in-law. Well, damn.
Hit multiple goals. This is great. And then all of a sudden, in the last like hour and a half, the last 90 minutes, so I was playing Five Nights 5, which is what, sister location, and then I was doing like my final thoughts. All of a sudden,
Yeah, he did do that too, saying, hey, if we hit $300, I hit 2 goals.
some people start showing up, and they start supporting huge. We're talking
This was the crypto people.
giant super chats, tons of gifted memberships, all right? So again, you got to be skeptical if it's all real or not.
You
But
didn't
I gave
care.
the benefit of the doubt, and I counted it all.
Yeah,
And
happy daylight savings time to you too, Greedy Piggy.
by the end of the marathon, I don't even know how much I made. I'm going to be honest, because people got me so drunk. Remember, I said I'm going to take a shot every $100. By the end of the marathon, within like an hour, we went from $600 of support to over $1,200. So I'm like,
Close to 1,300. But here's another thing about this too. Phil, when drunk, said that one person was the 3 contributors of his money, essentially. How he let a Freudian slip happen by assuming and saying that the people that were on sock accounts giving Phil money, that he called them out saying it's one person.
chugging shots, and it's all hitting me. And I'm like, oh my God, I got to finish this marathon, because if not, I might, pass out at this.
Well, at least it
Front-facing baby
At least
chick.
it wasn't the Thanksgiving stream, I'll tell you that.
Front-facing baby chick.
Good God, no. Thanks for the 5. I appreciate it. Think huge contribution, Dents. Think crypto manipulation, Dents. Yeah, think that.
Great. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit.
Yeah, the coffee spilled.
So
The tea was spilt all over the place, and it was not good tea.
I basically, had to quicken end it. I legit don't know how much, I made at all. I have
You do. You said you made over 1,200.
no idea.
You just said you made over 1,200, and then you're like, I don't know how much I made.
I'm completely lost. All right?
That's a lie. You just said that you made over 1,200.
So, anyway, all that being said,
Uh-huh.
ended the marathon. Yes, I was drunk at that point. Luckily,
All 10,000 of Trolls of Phil's are one person using people's computers as zombies to message him, obviously. Yeah, obviously.
I was able to sober up and everything and spend some time with my wife before I passed out.
Sober up. Phil, how the fuck would you be able to sober up if you're drunk? People don't normally sober up from, hey, I love to see. Thank you so much for being a part of my stream. I love you. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go lay down. I'm gonna go see what my wife is doing. Oh, hi, Tyrone.
But it was
How's my wife doing, Tyrone? Yeah, man, she's doing good.
absolutely wild.
Jamal's having fun.
All that happened.
Yeah, sober up to turn off kick stream.
Okay. Now,
That's what I forgot. He left the kick stream on, and he was doing the daily rap.
you might say, well, Phil, was it all real? Okay.
Or is it just fantasy?
Well, let me put it this way. For the most part, it seems like yes. It does seem like
Thanksgiving stream was a classic. You want to do it again this Thanksgiving? No.
some of the stuff was fake.
Was that $1,200 made during that Five Nights at Freddy's stream? Yes, it was. Spurs fan. Yes, it was.
Because I looked at my kind of analytics, you know,
Shut up, Jared. I'm tired.
you get them after a day or two, and it basically
Drunk talk is sober thoughts. It always is. Because a drunken tongue speaks the sober truths. And that's what happened with Phil.
says that on that stream.
I can't do a Tyrone voice. It just sounds like I just can't do it right now.
I think I made like $800.
That, and not only that, but I'm getting a little bit better though, because I was on Bro Sides. His Bro Side was like, he's like, dude, yeah, I'm getting sick. It's like, damn, I'm getting over a sickness.
Now, we were counting, and it said I made over 1,200.
I thought you said that you didn't know how much you made there, Philip. Why are you changing the story again? And why are you juggling air balls?
See? So something does
What was that?
1,200. See? So
What was that? What was that noise?
something doesn't jive there. So what
I'm the dude that plays a dude that plays another dude. But which dude are you playing?
was fake, what was real, I don't know.
Why are you juggling the air balls? Why are you juggling air Tyrones?
Could it be
I can't open the door? I don't know.
I know I didn't make
It's a ghost. Run!
like over $400.
Probably him farting or Jasper opening. I'm gonna go with Jasper opening the door. Cat's legs opening. Shit, better get the WD-40 stat.
In tips that day. We did make some tips, but not that much. So basically, yeah, it's like I really don't know.
I don't know either. Give me a minute. Stand by. I'm staring at the abyss known as OBS. Okay. I think we might be good. Hopefully. Because OBS did the thing where it's like, hey, we're rebooting, we recalculated, we're good. Also, good God, no, for the 5. In Vita Veritas, if somebody is constantly cool when they're ragged, then you know they're actually cool. Kind of. Depends on who it is, really. Also, if needed, if it is still frozen, refresh it. Just letting y'all know, if it is frozen, refresh.
What what was real and what was.
Yeah, tech issues. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I did nothing wrong.
I legit don't even know who was legit. Like someone was giving fake stuff, but who was it?
Didn't you say that was on the stream on Sunday?
I don't know.
Who was giving fake stuff? You said that was on the stream on Sunday.
There was a bunch of people.
Uh-huh. Sure it was.
At the end of the stream who were all contributing at once in one big group. So it's hard to tell, like, was one person legit or more? I don't know. Okay?
Uh-huh, sure you don't know.
Also, there was that Avowed stream the night before. And I looked into that, and from what I could see, I think that was all legit. That Avowed stream. So all that stuff that came in on the Avowed stream seems legit. So...
yeah, seems legit, huh?
Basically, yeah, it all looks like it was pretty good, and it's going to help out in the long term.
Uh-huh, sure
okay?
it is.
And that's a good thing. So thanks to everyone who did show up, support that marathon. It was amazing. All right? It will help. I mean, I wasn't expecting to do a marathon that was essentially twice as good as a normal marathon that I would really do. You know, it was out of nowhere, and really, I'm very appreciative of that. That will help a lot. Okay?
You're not appreciative of shit, Phil, because you're gonna come back and ask for more. Except for the day before where you just sat there pretending that, oh, hey, I'm not begging.
Now, that was Monday. Okay? So let's talk about yesterday.
Here we go. Here's the whole talk about what he did Tuesday. This was Phil's explanation of what he did.
All right? You may have noticed yesterday was a very different kind of day.
Yeah, no kidding.
There was no podcast. It was pretty much pure gameplay.
Not necessarily the case. What's up, Curator? No. You did have a little bit of a pre-stream before then. It wasn't a podcast, but you were sitting there just talking for a little bit, and then you started the gameplay. So there was some talking, but not like this. But then again, you're not a podcaster.
All right? What was it? It was a giant stream of Black
He did beg for kick subs on Tuesday.
Ops 6, Ninja Turtles gameplay, trying to unlock the remaining content in that battle pass
Phil, you already made the money for it. You don't need to do it. Just go buy it.
before it ran out, because
Just go buy it.
it was scheduled to run out tomorrow, and I knew I wasn't going to play it again today. And
No, you said it was the 14th that it was going to go out, not the day after.
also, it was a nice indie game night, all right, which was very fun. So,
No podcast, no begging throughout the streams. Pretty sure that he made a bet with Ashton or something. Probably. There's a lot of speculation that's going on what happened.
we'll talk about that. Let's
Why is Phil not on the list of the wealthiest professional beggars? No idea. Because that's what he is.
talk about that in a second. I want to do a couple shout-outs, all right? So let's do a couple shout-outs, and then we'll get to this. So first of all, Iron Chef Sucks Guys did a $5 super chat, and I
Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha.
appreciate that. Iron Chef Sucks Guys was the first super chatter of the day.
Uh-huh. Type.
By the way, quick question.
Yeah, it's always going to be a core component of his gameplay.
What color are you guys seeing this text as?
I know the color.
I don't care.
Does it show to
Hello,
you
Luis.
as like an orangish yellow on top and red on the bottom? The reason I ask is this is weird. I've been trying different text, different gradients and stuff,
Who gives a shit?
and yellow-orange. Okay,
That does not look like yellow.
because I tried.
It looks like puke green with hemorrhoid red.
I actually selected like almost
Wrong answer. You should answer with the soundboard. Phil said, I don't know.
a neon green
But Greedy Piggy.
But I don't care.
and red, but it's showing yellow to red, yellow into orange.
Are you colorblind?
Yeah. It's weird. I don't know why it's doing that, because I selected like a green. I'm looking at it right now. It looks green, but it's yellow instead. Maybe it's combining the colors with the gradient. I still
Your font to your digital leaderboard is the last thing you should be concerned with.
think it looks fine,
Or
right?
concern yourself with. Yeah, it should be.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But he doesn't care.
Okay, so I'm just going to leave it. Okay. I'm not going blind. It is yellow into orangish red. Okay,
Phil, you're blind. Where are
good.
the glasses that you're supposed to be wearing?
All right. So thank you, Iron Chef Sucks, guys. And then he tried to start drama, and I'm not going to start drama today. So
Bullshit. You'll start drama.
thanks.
That sounds like a new account, yeah, yet he's not at all suspicious of it, despite being suspicious of all the other accounts created less than a week, which is true. That one, he keeps around, because, oh, it's making fun of Iron Chef Sakai, I'll keep it around.
For that. A couple quick ticks came in. Let's shout out these tips. Hold on.
Tips.
Stretch this out a bit. There we go, so I can actually see what I'm doing.
Tips.
Okay, our first tip today is a $5 tip.
Wait, hold on, he said I've received.
I have received
FBI, open up! Oh my God!
from Super Snow Carl Turbo HD Remix.
I don't think that's the real one. Yeah, I'm not gonna do start
And
drama.
we're going to read the message
10 minutes later.
in a sec. Let me get it on the leaderboard.
Yeah, thanks for the donuts, Ryan. No drama.
Okay.
I forgot what I have for I have received. I forgot what I put in there.
What a name. This is
You've had received fucking tips from this person before, and you hadn't complained.
You know, I thought that you were maybe being paranoid about haters, but after finding out what's happened to a Japanese streamer, was an IRL streamer, some hater of hers took her life yesterday. Wow. Having seen that, I see why you're paranoid about your biggest haters. Well, you have to understand something.
Oh, great. So this has to do with someone taking their own life. How's Phil going to relate to this?
Okay? We are currently in what I would consider the formative phase of internet content creation. Okay?
Wasn't her. Oh.
We are at a very early stage.
Oh, okay. Okay. Whoops, my bad. But, oh, Jesus Christ.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Thank you. It was murder, not a suicide. Okay, I think the super chat got it wrong. The tip probably got it wrong. Let me see.
Wow. Was an IRL streamer, some hater of hers took her life
Okay, I read that wrong.
yesterday. Wow. Having seen that, I see why you're paranoid about your...
Okay, so I misheard that. My bad.
would consider the formative phase of internet content creation.
My bad.
Okay?
But then again, before the internet, Phil, John Lennon was assassinated by a fan because he heard the voice and said, do it.
We are at a very early stage.
It wasn't a fan. It wasn't a hater. It was a fan.
Okay, I've only been doing this for...
It wasn't her. It got debunked. Okay.
14 years as a job.
This is not a job, Phil. And you can take that fucking pathetic looking, like, I don't know what kind of face you're making with that, Phil, but get that fucking shit out of my face. Like, why did I put it on the screen?
This is pedophilia.
Well, close enough.
Okay? And made a full-time living
Catcher in the Rye, J.D. Salinger.
doing it. So you could argue that maybe you could have done content creation as a job for around 15 years at this point.
But then again, with this, though, Phil, who gives a shit? Most people don't do this as a job.
It's like it.
Was that Tommy C? No.
I mean, that's super early. Do you understand? Super early.
Oh, God, shut the fuck up, you cunt!
A mother on the other side of the Pacific has no connection to you. It doesn't. But yeah, Phil's going to sit there and be like, oh, well, my haters were going to beat me up.
Happening is the content creation is rocketing past levels of control, sanity, and safeness. Safety. That's what I'm looking for. The word safety.
Why was the word that came to mind safeness? What?
Sadly. All right.
Oh, yeah. By the way, this motherfucker wants to talk about safety. He's living in a gated community. I highly doubt she sat behind her computer calling strangers mouth-drooling no-life losers. If someone got to you, you most likely pissed them off in real life. And if he had wings trolls, yeah, don't fuck with them. They won't fuck with you.
We are in a situation
Yeah, sadly.
where there is really no one monitoring content, behavior, social interactions, and
Yeah, I know, Phil. Because you're not taken down.
all of this stuff on the internet.
She was stabbed in public, live streaming. Oh.
No one. And people are constantly pushing.
Here in Midwits, especially Dave, talking about actual tragic events and making them about themselves angers me to no end. I may dip out momentarily. If that's the case, if once we're done, tag Liam back, tag Lamb back in the chat and say, hey, you're good to come back.
The boundary.
I do get it. Like, disclaimer. Here's a disclaimer. Phil's going to piss you off. If you don't like this, leave.
Constantly doing things that you would consider more risque. Is this acceptable? Is this not acceptable? Right?
Well, then again, though, Phil, if we're going to talk about what's risque and what's not risque, sex sells.
What's entertainment and what's not? At what point
That's subjective, but nowadays the corporations make entertainment an objective.
has it gone too far?
The internet is not a schoolyard. Of course, no one's going to monitor behavior. Yeah, imagine this. Like, if it was a schoolyard, and they go to YouTube, it's like, Miss YouTube, the detractors are being mean to me. We got to monitor them.
And I feel like at this point, we do have people who are constantly pushing those boundaries.
You?
And some people are wise enough to say, okay, I get it. It's content on the internet. It's just meant to be silly fun. It's not meant to be taken seriously. This is not...
Did I see his post 30 minutes ago, tripling down? I think so. But what up, Stephen Hawking?
You know, a complete serious matter. There might be some facts here or there, like we say, a nugget of truth that
You say nugget of truth.
in there at some point
No one says there's a nugget of truth. That's a you thing.
ties in, but you gotta have some
But yeah, the internet's already monitored enough, and yet Phil's saying there's no one monitoring it. Are you sure about that?
point understand it's being made
Someone called me ugly on Facebook. Internet police, please punish them for hurting my feelings.
for the
Yeah, my feelings. Please, my feelings were hurt. Call the cyber police.
internet so you can digest it, entertain it. It's kind of like reality TV, where yeah, it's sometimes real, but a lot of it's scripted. You know what I'm saying? And as long
How do you know that some of these things are scripted, though?
as
You don't know. Like, in real life, it's not really scripted.
you
He wants 1984 George Orwell shit. He does. I don't even know what the fuck he wants anymore. He wants a utopia where everything he says goes, and that he's always going to be the victor and everyone else is an asshole.
are enjoying it, and everyone gets that it's a product, then it's fine. There are some people out there that don't understand there's a product here.
Wait. How did you relate somebody getting murdered to a product? How in the fuck are you correlating this?
They don't.
He would hate a fully police internet. Oh, he definitely would. Cyber police, can you investigate this? Don't come to my channel. I don't want cops at my house.
actually legit think that like some of this stuff is real or it's all real, and then they get wrapped up in it and they become part of this vortex of crap on the internet.
Yeah, this does sound... Yep, this is essentially... He's trying to make this about himself. Yeah, this sounds like a dystopia.
And it's all day
This is now a dystopia tomorrow.
every day, and it's just it becomes insane obsession.
How are you making this?
Insane amount.
I don't know what he's talking about at this point. Like, Phil... Give me a minute. What? 1 minute, please.
Smoke.
Plush 622. Phil is reality TV in his own right. Yeah, he thinks that he's reality TV. He's trying to equate what things are going on the internet to reality TV. Where, yeah, that's scripted. But not real life.
Amounts of involvement.
Involvement.
Right? And that's where I get scared because
Yeah, you got scared. Someone said something on Twitter about the detractors are going to come ruin your order, and you took a paranoid take on it. It's like, oh no, they're going to come beat me up.
as you know, all I do
I have no idea what he's fucking blabbering about. Like, my tired ass is looking at this going, what the fuck are you talking about, Phil? You make someone who has barely any sleep sound more coherent and making more logical sense.
is sit in this chair, turn on my stream, talk with you guys,
Yeah, because you're a paranoid little cunt.
make content, play games, and ask for support.
Begging. That's... Phil, you could stop fucking around with that.
Stop fucking around, cunt!
Because that's not asking. You're begging.
In response. That's it. I'm not sitting here blowing the world up. I'm
Yeah, totally you're not. Because you're too afraid to pull the fucking trigger.
not doing insanely controversial content. I'm not
Hold on. Last part?
here blowing the world up. I'm not doing insanely controversial content.
I'm not doing insanely controversial content. Hey, Strangely Lex is a slat. Oh, but people on my camp were sending her death threats? That's not for me. That's my detractors. How's that not a controversy?
I'm not
Or saying that, oh, hey, someone sent you Nigerian Nairas to you. Oh, it's only 27 cents.
saying things that are harmful. I'm not
Again, Nigerian
Front-facing baby chick.
Nairas are nothing. Argentinian pesos are nothing. What are you even on about this, Phil? Oh, you're not going to go around insulting people? Oh, but you do it on an everyday basis. Shut the fuck up.
Phil, you make me angry, Phil.
Good God, no thanks to the 5. You aren't capable of redefining reality upon your own chosen terms, Philip. Nobody's capable of that. Yeah, if I was capable of changing reality, I would be a fucking god. But you know something about that? If that was the case and this actually was happening, I would know full well that nothing is coming for any of us.
leading a cult to jump off a cliff like a bunch of lemmings.
Hey guys, do you really like my content? Hey, please give me money. You want to felt the trolls? Give me money. Oh, but you only gave me 27 cents? Well, fuck out of here. You're not good enough here. Go kill yourself. Oh, you want to give me more money, please? Give me money. Give me money. Money.
None of that
You fucking cult leader.
is happening. But some people
Yeah, Tembo technically jumped off a cliff. Yeah. He put him, and he got fucking audience members that gave him money, and they went into bankruptcy.
act like it is.
You do.
Some people actually think that.
I love how, okay. And he's relating it to me. Like how it's, oh god damn it. Jesus Christ. F. Love the F now. Thank you. Thank you, OBS. You just took everything from me. Thank you, OBS. Then it get good, because I was going into a major tirade about this too. Refresh. If it's acting up, refresh. That's all I gotta say. Rip. He's attacking my ISP. No. Not my ISP, my one weakness. Rage is too strong. No, I hate it. Hang on. Gotta legalize something here. Let's go on standby for a minute. Yeah, I know. Rip right now. It's Ripperoo. It is Ripperoo right now, but I love how it's like telling me that my bitrate's too low, but my bitrate is fine. Yeah, lovely. Anyways. What I was trying to say, not standby, but it was, he's relating to someone that was murdered, and he's comparing it to himself. Like, Phil, this shit is not about you. It's really not. But you're making it about yourself. Yeah, I'm felted. Uh-huh.
Like, this harmful, horrible things
Yeah, stand by.
happening. And that's sick. Because all you have to do is just come to the stream and hang out, you know? And it's just...
Again, you're making this about yourself. Someone, it's like, you're playing victim. A poor girl got murdered, and you're making it about yourself.
You know the truth.
What is truth? What is fiction? Phil, you don't even know what the truth is.
So, you know, that's a situation that I find myself in. There's people...
Because you're paranoid. One second. Okay, there we go. For the most part, there we go. Insomniacs, rise up. Kick everything. Alright, so this is just, it's getting me a little bit annoyed right now. Not with OBS, but what Phil is saying right now is getting me annoyed. Like, honestly, I would rather take OBS issues than what Phil's doing. Or what he's saying. Any day.
Who are absolutely obsessed with me and my...
Again, Phil, there are people out there that are quote-unquote obsessed with you, as you like to believe, but they have shit to do outside of this, Phil. They're not sitting here day in and day out going, oh my god, Phil did this today. Oh my god, Phil did that today. Oh my god, this.
My family, my...
Wait, your family? What family?
cat.
The only reason why people go after you for your cat is because they are worried about your cat, because you don't take care of them. That's why, Philip.
My content, all of it.
Your content is garbage, Phil, and yet you're sitting there proclaiming that it's the best thing that's sliced bread.
All I want to do is sit here and hang out with a few people every day and have a good
A few people.
time and make a
Voice cutting out. Hang on.
living doing it. That's it. I don't want to...
Yeah, this isn't John Wick. Sliced bread.
Front-facing baby chick.
Of course Scott says this. Who wouldn't say this besides Scott? Yeah, hang out with a few people, his whales.
What?
Give me a minute. I'm just going to sit here and wait. I'm going to sit here and wait for it to solidify. Yes, that's the word.
Ah!
We got to wait for it to solidify. That way it works. I'm waiting for it to solidify. Where?
Ah!
Time wait to solidify. Good God, no, thanks for the 5. I appreciate it. He's waiting for a tip.
Ah!
It's beyond paranoia at this point. It's solipsism. Give me a minute. Ah. I just learned a new word. Thank you, good God, no. Nelson Jodo, thanks for the 3 months. I appreciate it. And plus for the 2. By a few people, he meant a few hundred. Sure.
Harm anyone? I don't want to, you know.
I don't want to harm anyone, but I want my detractors to end themselves so that way the world would be in a better place for me.
Go crazy to make a living. I don't want to step on
Why did PvP double down and share a Snort Brunel video? Oh, he did. Ooh.
anyone to get ahead.
What people? I need names, otherwise it's just dollar signs.
I'm cool who crazy to make a living. I don't want to step on anyone to get ahead.
You did that, Phil. You did that with John Rambo. You did that with Howard. You did that with Respect the Pact. You did that with the FGC. You did that with Leanna. You're doing that with everybody, Phil. Anyone that tries to help you, you will use everything. It's essentially the bucket and the crab mentality, where you'll climb out of the bucket and you'll push down everybody with you. Or the stepping stone mentality, that everyone is a stepping stone into your path to succeed.
I'm cool who I am.
Yeah, and he's cool. Yeah, he's cool where he is, bleeding a few dense strides to the point that they're bankrupt.
And where I am, I'm just happy.
No, you're not. The tone of voice just does not make you sound like you're happy. You sound defeated.
But people just aren't satisfied with that.
Smart guy still on, or do you think it's canceled? He did say that he wanted to do it by himself, but I hope to God it's canceled. That would be hilarious. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, the ladder mentality, how he's using everybody else as a step to get up in life.
And that's why I get nervous
And then he pushes the ladder down, hoping that it breaks.
that someday there will be some crazy weirdo, okay, who thinks that they are some kind of crazy righteous
Righteous?
knight. That they
A knight? Philip, you had that. Someone went to send a death threat to Lex and her girlfriend and to the justice of DSP. And yet that's okay. Because you're going to, in your head, believe that that's a detractor doing it when it was something for your audience.
He can end Darkseid Phil in his content creation forever.
Yeah, what, a knight on a horse?
And they try something stupid.
A knight who will slay the king.
And who's to say that that won't happen? I mean, I hope it doesn't. I hope that people are smart enough to understand this whole thing. You know, it's just a show. It always has been.
It's a show? Huh? You're saying this is a show? Clearly not. This really isn't a show for him. Phil's fans are popping off. Captain Alice basically confessed he was dating. Oh.
Ah!
Ooh. Detractors don't cut their wrists that way. We'd go down the street, not across the road.
But people just
Jesus.
don't get it. They don't. They think everything is fucking crazy, serious, and real. And it's just,
Yeah, this is 220 behavior.
it gets to the point where it's scary shit.
It's a 17-year-old show. Oh, no.
Now, in particular, I have no idea what you're talking about in regards to this person in Japan or whatever. I don't.
Yeah, the internet hates me today. Boy. I actually I had a train of thought with it. And I do apologize. Sorry, there was dead air. Yeah, I've become dead air today. So, what I was trying to say with this is that Phil reads a tip from somebody saying that, hey, someone in Japan got stabbed. He relates this to himself. And then goes on to say, I don't know what happened to this person in Japan. I don't know what happened. Then why did you mention it? Why did you bring up yourself into something like this? Oh God damn it. Fur. I'm just sitting here waiting patiently.
Front-facing baby
I do
chick.
apologize. I was waiting for this one. I'm just waiting patiently, so I do apologize about the wait. Okay, so, yeah, love that ladder saying, because he could pull the ladder up with him. But no, he doesn't. Yep, and now I'm going to say refresh the stream, just to be safe. Refresh stream. Oh, well, never mind. Guess it doesn't want me to refresh the stream. Just me today, huh? Just me. Just me today. F. I think it's stabbing my internet. Goddamn me. I hate me too. I hate me too. Yeah, restart the stream. I kind of want to, actually. I actually do kind of want to restart my stream and see what happens. Because I rebooted everything, dude. I rebooting wrong. I did everything correct. Me putting out videos claiming divorce is imminent isn't helping out either. Stop speculating, bruh. It's all speculations at this point. Give me one more moment. Help! Oh, hang on. Hold on. BRB.